These are the audience. And the speech.
I left my job at a civil engineering firm twice. Both times I said I would never come back. Well, never say never. I went back twice and I am presently employed there. I didn't understand it then, but I know now God had a reason for me to go back each time. As the present office manager of a civil engineering firm, I like to talk to you about the reason I left and how God brought me back each time. Over the next few minutes, I will explain my job field, showing you first the type of work my job entails, second, the type of people I work with, third, my reasons for leaving and coming back. Furthermore, I work with 17 employees, all of which are men, but myself and one other female. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, women comprise roughly only 30% of civil engineering. Managing several men in an office can be hard at times. Only 6 of the 17 employees in my office claim to be Christians. I hear a lot of bad talk about women and a lot of foul language. At times I have been yelled at, and we all stay stressed when we have deadlines to meet, making it very stressful to work with each other. It takes a lot of self-control to work at such a stressful, busy job sometimes. Our patience can be tested at times. However, I have learned that if we tell someone how we truly feel, it is so much easier to have a work relationship with that person. This brings me to my final point. The reason I left my employer and the reasons I came back. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." My God values family, so I have left my employer the first time to stay at home with my firstborn son, my firstborn son, Carson, thinking I wanted to be a stay-at-home mommy. But little did I know, Carson was used to preschool and he did not want to stay at home with mommy. My little boy missed his preschool friends and was ready to go back to school. So that sent me back to the work environment and I went back to the same firm. I didn't want to go back, but in my heart, I knew it was best for both of us. The second time I was employed, I was promoted, and the relationship of my coworkers started to get better, and I could see the peace starting to show in my office. There was a change in that office environment. The second time I was pregnant and sick with my second son and had to leave early on maternity leave. But I never planned to go back after his birth. I really wanted to stay at home with my new baby. Again, never say never. I was back at the office part-time when he was only 5 weeks old after a C-section. The job was more stressful then, with 2 small sons. When I went back, in my heart, I knew I couldn't deal with the stress of this job anymore. After working for 7 months, in April of 2009, I left again, with no intentions again of ever coming back. I moved that summer to the beach. October of 2011, I found myself moving back to North Carolina, and my former boss had emailed me, found out I was moving back, and asked me to come back to work at that same firm. Once again, I was like, never. I never thought I'd be back at that office again with the stress and the environment that I had to work around. But somehow, in my heart, I knew it was where I was supposed to be. And God had a plan, even though I couldn't see it. And I also felt a blessing from this because the office had done many layoffs and they had also shut down a satellite office. So for him to call me back and offer me a full-time job back with benefits and being a single mom at this point in my life, I really felt blessed and knew it was where God wanted me to be. I was there to show God's love and to bring joy and peace to that firm. He was using me as his missionary right in my hometown at my workplace. This brings me to my conclusion. I can't imagine working with anyone else. My coworkers are like my family, and we have been through ups and downs with each other. They're always there for me for support. And I've seen so many things that God has done in my office and in that environment. In any job or career, you can be used of God. And you can also be a witness to others and to honor God and to promote His values. Thank you.